everybody? This is your man Justin Kicks coming back to y'all after probably a year or more hiatus. I apologize for being away, but I'm back. I'm just going to show you some stuff that I've picked up in the past year, some stuff I picked up in 2025, some stuff I picked up so far this year, and then some sneakers that I'm looking forward to that's coming up real soon. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and make sure to comment, like, subscribe, do all those things. Let me know what you're going to be going for in 2026. I'll show you my second pickup of 2026. First and foremost, let's take a look at the box. This will probably give it away right away. So from around the top of the box, you can see the Shaq name and logo with the Dunk Man, the Shaq dunking in the logo. Name of the shoe is the Shaqnosis Low basketball shoe in the white, black, and red. This one dropped on the same morning as the Kobe Proto. They was calling it the 81 point Kobe, the Kobe 1. And I was kind of torn between the two because I'm a huge, as people who have watched my sneaker episodes and follow me on social media know I'm a huge Kobe fan. But it was just something about this one that I had to have. I felt like the Kobe one was going to be available later. Not saying that this sneaker was better than the Kobe one, but I just felt like it would be a little bit more limited and that I would have a chance to get the Kobe one later. And based on that morning, these were only released on Reebok's website. I lucked out and went to they're supposed to release at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I went on there like 5 minutes early, and they already had the site live, and I was able to pick them up. Resale on this is going for, at the time of this video, around $260, $270. So a lot of people was wanting these that didn't get them, and I really think, Reebok put out just a small amount of pairs. I don't know if they did it on purpose to make it more of a sought-after shoe or not, but either way, I was lucky enough to jump on there and lucky enough to pick a pair up. All right, so got them unboxed. You can see right away the Shaq Nosis, which was an original Shaquille O'Neal. I think this was his second sneaker he ever released for Reebok. And while we talking about Reebok, man, there's a documentary on Netflix that shows Shaq and Allen Iverson kind of taking over ownership of Reebok as far as the design and where the company's going into the future. And this is like one of the first big releases for me that I paid attention to that I wanted. And again, he took the original Shaqnosis that was very popular back in the day. And I mean, look at it. It grabs attention. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you're not going to look and see this shoe when someone's wearing this down the street. But what they did is they took it, chopped the top off. You know what I'm saying? So again, the colorway is white, black, and red. And I was like, okay, I didn't know any red was going to be on it. But as you can see on the Reebok logo, on the top, on the back, and the bottom, they got the red in the Reebok logo. There you can see the Shaq logo, the Duncan Shaq right there. You got the logo on the side here. But like I said, not anything really different from the original sneaker except for being in the low top form. On the inside, you got your white laces. On the inside, it's got the Reebok with the Shaq logo again, with the Shaq name and the logo on the inside of the Shaq. And I mean, the one thing about Shaq is, he's like a ninth wonder of the world. He's huge. Everybody loves him. He was a great ball player, one of the most dominant people to ever play. But his sneakers were like made for him, right? So he didn't have a ton of sneakers that really appealed to everybody. Now, I still want the original Orlando Shaq Attack colorway, and I'd love to see what they look like in a low top. I don't know if they ever did a low top in those, but I'd love to have one if they did. And then this one. I know they released some after this, but I'm not sure how popular they were. And overall, like I said, Shaq was the big name at Reebok, but then, his shoes weren't the most successful to me. I didn't really keep an eye out for him. Like I said, I never had the original one of this, and I never had the original Shaq Attack. I've had some Shaqs later on in different colorway. There was a Phoenix Suns colorway in the Shaq Attack that I did get. But overall, when Iverson came to Reebok, that's really when I started to paying attention. The original Blue Toe Iverson was the first time when I was buying back-to-school sneakers and I had a choice between Jordan and the Iverson, that I chose the Iverson. I can't remember what Jordan it was that came out that year, but I remember going for the Iverson first. But anyway, let me get the other one out here. The sneakers are the same left to right, showing on that as well. You got the Dunkman Shaq here on the right above the toe box. You got the zebra pattern, circle pattern starting. And I mean, like I said, this is just one of those eye-catching, attention-grabbing sneakers that everybody that's in the sneaker world knows. If you see the sneaker anywhere, you know whose it was and who made it. You know what I'm saying? So again, when I saw it in that low top form, I had to have it. Wanted to get it in the collection. And like I said, I didn't know how popular it was going to be, man. Just happened to go on there a little bit early, was able to pick them up. Still didn't think anything about it until later that day. I know a lot of people were talking about the fact that the Kobe was still available way after the 10 a.m. release. Then I started checking and seeing that people were talking about not being able to get these. And I had posted a picture on my Twitter, and people was asking, like, Dag, how'd you get them? So that's when I knew this one was a little bit more sought after than I originally thought. So let me know your thoughts on the Shaqnosis low. Were you able to pick them up? Is Reebok and Shaq, looks like they could have a pretty good year, because Angel Reese, she's the star of the roster at this point. The little girls love what Angel Reese is putting out. So, I would love to see like an Angel Reese version of some Iversons or some Shaqs in her pink colorway, maybe even available for men as well as the little kids. So we'll see what Reebok has coming. But again, for me, this was a must-have. There was only 3 sneakers that I was for sure had to pick up this year. Shaqnosis Low, the Salesman Jordan 6 to come out next week, and the Jordan Band Lows. Those are my 3 must-haves that I'm trying to do everything I can to get. Don't know if I'll pick up anything like that other than that, but I passed on the Primetime 2s, the Diamond Turfs 2s that came out over the Super Bowl weekend. That was tough for me because I love Primetime, but I just felt like I could get it for a cheaper price later. I did try to get the shock drop during the flag football game, but missed on those. So anyway, let me know what you think of these. Make sure to leave a comment on what you're going to be picking up this year. Again, this is your man Justin Kicks coming back after a long time hiatus. And make sure you come back for the next one. I'm going to be consistent with it. Come with a lot of the heat that I've gotten in the last year or so. And we'll just go from there, man. So I appreciate you again. This is Justin Kicks. Holler at you next time. Peace.